Miles, my boy.
Objection! I am not your boy. Herzlich willkommen zurück zu Ace Attorney Investigations mit Miles und dem Boy und Miles, my boy. Und
Ho, ho, ho.
Und Santa Claus apparently auch. Wir haben letztes Mal und vorletztes Mal gesagt, dass die letzte Folge ist. Vielleicht ist es heute unsere Gunst, die letzte Folge dieses Cases zu beenden.
Ich tippe übrigens drauf, dass es noch 2 sind.
If I can't get permission to investigate the crime scene, then the truth will be lost.
Hold it, hold it, hold it!
Okay?
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing spacing out? Have you forgotten? There's only one thing you should do at a time like this.
And what is that?
When the people are in a bind, the hero of justice appears to save the day. Look, you just leave it to me. For I am Kay Faraday, the second of the great Yatagarasu.
But I thought you were a thief, not a hero.
Where's the difference? The Yatagarasu is noble and is always the thief of justice.
That's... of course.
If we have enough information, I can recreate the inside of the haunted house with this.
Oh my god.
Plus, if we then factor in everyone's testimony...
You can recreate exactly what happened when I dropped off the ransom money. We may be able to figure out some new information for this. It's worth a try. Agent Lang? So you want to use your little toy? Be my guest.
Okay, hang on, you're all about to witness the true power of real modern-day Robin Hood.
Detective Gumshoe! Is there a copy of the haunted house's blueprint among the police reference documents?
Yes sir, we got it just in case we need it for the kidnapping case. Alright, I input the haunted house data then. Beam me up, Scotty.
Oh, wow.
What is this? Where are we?
It's like we're inside the haunted house. Even if we can't inspect the real location itself, a path to the truth slumbers here. If I can successfully navigate my way using logic, I'll ultimately arrive at the truth.
Aber nur Seele verlässt gerade seinen Körper.
Now then, I believe I'm ready to investigate the crime scene. Was ein Flex.
Sich jetzt einfach bewegen. Okay, what should I recreate first?
You haven't figured it out yet?
Ha! Maybe I have and maybe I haven't, but I'm going to make you do all the hard work.
Very well. I'd like to inspect the moment in which I was ambushed by my abductor. The two of them were definitely in this place at that time. If I can verify that, it may provide me with a new lead. I had just come out into the hallway after leaving the money inside the dining room. At that time I saw a badger slumped over on the floor at the end of the hall. Das war sehr creepy.
What was a badger doing all the way down there?
I also thought it strange. However, I thought that maybe it was simply a mannequin that it was set there for atmosphere.
Do you know which badger it was?
No, it was too dark to tell. All I saw was its silhouette. Yep, ich glaube, wir haben es auf dem ersten Thumbnail.
In that case, I guess I just program a badger silhouette in for now. Okay, programming complete.
Oh, who is this handsome looking man?
Can I fuck him?
Gast.
Hilfe.
Oh god.
Oh nein.
Then I started walking towards the exit.
And that's when you were struck from behind, right?
Yes.
But that's all. The hallway's dead end. Where did your assailant come from?
There's only one location I can think of. I believe my assailant was lying in wait here.
Ganz klar im Dining Room.
Oops.
Wir
Take
haben noch ganz
that!
viel Lebenscam, keine Sorge, wir haben noch so viel Leben.
That doll I saw wasn't really a doll, it was, in fact, a costumed kidnapper.
Oh, so he used the costume as the perfect camouflage to blend in with the rest of the house?
Precisely. He waited until I had made the drop-off and was about to leave. Then, just as he saw me take a step towards the exit, he stood and launched his attack. I can think of no better hiding place than this.
Hey, not bad. I'm beginning to think I should steal this tactic for myself.
Just don't use it to do anything criminal, okay?
Of course.
Oh god. Well, Lance? What are you asking me for? As one of the kidnappers, I figured I should give you the chance to confess first. I was one of the kidnappers, but I don't know anything. I did come up to the haunted house, but I never set foot inside. I left Oliver in charge of picking up the ransom money. You didn't set foot inside? Is he telling the truth, or is this another lie? Alright, and you're claiming that it was Mr. Deacon who assaulted me? Yes, I'm sure it was him.
Okay, inputting your new info now. Mr. Deacon was the Bad Badger, right? Since the Bad Badger has a gun attached to its right hand, I'll have to change it so the weapon is in its left hand.
Ergibt das Sinn? Now to verify the facts of his recreation. Schauen wir uns erstmal Edge an.
Ich wollte gerade sagen, kannst du nicht selber anschauen.
It's a replica of myself.
Quite handsome if you like. You were totally oblivious to what was behind you, huh?
Yes, I suppose I am also to blame for what happened to me. It was incredibly dark, which was all the more reason I should have been more alert. I vow to never be caught by surprise again. Also, I'm handsome as fuck. Okay, schauen wir uns den Badger an. You didn't recreate the weapon.
She's so cursed. Well, I can't exactly recreate something I know nothing about. So tell me, what were you hit with?
The attack came from behind, so I have no idea, but I doubt it was someone's bare hands.
Okay, then where were you hit?
I was hit on the right side of my head, just above my temple. There was a bit of blood, but it wasn't anything serious.
Ouch, sounds painful.
Why are you smirking like that when you say it?
Nothing, it's just your imagination. Now let's see. I wonder if there was anything in the hallway that could have been used as a weapon.
Ich sehe nichts. Der Kronleuchter. Ja, sorry, der Kronleuchter. Es war der Kronleuchter.
Keine Sorge, wir haben so viel Leben, du kannst ruhig die Lampe aus.
Ich wähle den Kronleuchter aus.
Das Sword, oder?
Das Replica Sword. Take that! I have it. The object they shoved up my ass. There was indeed
Deswegen so mächtig geworden.
Object lying here in this hallway. A prop sword.
Are you talking about this thing here?
Yes, although we did find it at the kidnapper's hideout. Wait, yes! It's possible that the culprit took it with him after using it on me.
To leave no evidence behind, right?
Correct. It may be worth a more thorough examination yet. Okay, so...
Luminol.
Hätte ich auch gesagt. The culprit was wearing a costume at the time, so a fingerprint analysis is useless. Let's run a luminol test. It's possible that some of my blood was found its way onto this. Agent Lang, may I ask you for your cooperation on this matter? Like I have a choice. Gina, call the lab boys.
Understood, calling the lab boys. Lab boys, what you gonna do?
Lab boys back, alright. Except for Zab, haha. On the left side, it would appear that the blade is spotless.
So it must have been the left side of the prop sword that hit you then, right?
Interessant.
Okay, I'll update the recreation with this new piece of info.
Aber das heißt, er muss dann ja von der rechten Hand das gehabt haben, nicht der linken.
Ja, das ist korrekt.
Wow, wir uns das Bild anschauen.
And in the next instant, this badger will swing his left arm, complete with weapon in hand.
Yes, to club me with the left side of a prop sword.
Shall I recreate a moment of impact? I wanna see the pained expression on your face.
But just find the way it is. Wait, maybe not. Is it just my imagination, or is something not quite right?
Haha, right.
Achso, wir dürfen Views drücken. Sorry, hab ich gar nicht gemerkt.
Ja.
Wir haben noch viel Leben, also ist alles gut.
Propsort?
Ja, ehrlich gesagt. Eureka! Finally! I found a clear contradiction of facts about this sort. Vergesse immer, dass die Views existiert als Knopf. Except for a bit on the left side, this prop sort is absolutely spotless. However, if a culprit had used his left hand, the blood would be on the opposite side.
The opposite side? Huh?
If the culprit held the sword in his left hand, then the sword's right side would hit.
I see, but the blood was on the left side of the sword, right? Which means that he used his right hand to hit you.
Exactly. This prop sword has a large handguard attached to the hilt. It would be impossible to hold it with two hands while wearing a costume with such big hands. Therefore, if it couldn't be the left hand or both hands, it must have been the right.
I'll change the data to reflect that right-handed swing.
Not yet, Kay. There's no sense in changing anything yet. If you change the parameters to the right hand, it only will create a new contradiction.
Ja.
Weil es nicht der Bad Badger
Gun.
sein kann.
Ja.
Offensichtlich contradicted es mit dem Bad Badger und deswegen wählen wir die Blue Badger Bible aus. Take that! The Bad Badger already holds a gun in his right hand, so he can't hold a sword in addition.
Hey, that's right! Then, what now? If it wasn't in his left or his right hand?
It means that the one who struck me could not have been the Bad Badger. Are you paying attention, Lance? Mr. Deacon could not have been the one who struck me, which leaves only you as our primary suspect. Fine, it was me, I hit you. It appears that you lied to me yet again, but see how quickly they can catch up to you, Lance.
Wait, isn't Lance left-handed?
Ah yes, but that's what makes this deception all the more interesting. He used his right hand to make it look like Mr. Deacon had been the one to strike me. For you see, firing a gun with one's non-dominant hand is difficult, but that level of dexterity is required to swing a prop sword. Kay, please input this new data. The one who hit me from behind was Lance. Or should I say, the Proto-Badger. Oh nein, jetzt wieder das Curse-Bild.
You got it! Here I go!
Gott. Now we have a faithful recreation of the situation around the attack on me.
Attack on Edgeworth. Mein liebster Anime. Alright, all we have to do is examine and there's no recreation and...
Not so fast! And what exactly is so funny, Agent Lang? That amusing little gadget. It sure packs a punch, right, Gina?
Yes, it was all I could do to hold my love, Dane. Hey, don't make fun of little thief, you mean old werewolf. He and Mr. Edgeworth bring out the best in each other.
You've had your little fun, but now it's my turn. I'll sit quietly by, listening. But the crude conclusions you two keep spewing don't whet this wolf's appetite. Huh. There's no guarantee that your toy will always show the real situation at any given time. All displays whatever information you put in there, right?
Well, when you put it that way...
Your suppositions are wrong. It's not your fault, so I'm going to let you in on this. There's a trick to this haunted house. And what may that be exactly? A trick beyond what your tiny imaginations can produce. Sheena!
Whoosh. Here you are.
Now then, what you missed, girlie, is written right here in this pamphlet. The 7 wonders of the haunted house. The disappearing badger?
Wow. Well, what is this?
I'd say that someone around here is in front of theatrics. And as you can see, they set a doll down at the end of this hallway for that purpose. Basically, the blue badger you saw was just a stupid doll. How can this be? How more convenient can this get? Guess that throws your whole theory about being thrown your attacker... being your...
About it being your attacker.
About it being your attacker right out the window. Ugh.
But that can't be right. Maybe the culprit hit the doll somewhere. And then he laid down and pretended to be it instead.
Not so fast. If the criminal couldn't even hide himself in the hallway, how could he hide a giant doll? You will get it now, thanks to your presumptions. Your logic started off weak and led to the completely wrong conclusion. Now get off your high horse. Yeehaw.
Ich schwöre, das war gerade ein Yu-Gi-Oh! Soundeffekt. Mr. Edgeworth.
Okay. I wonder if you could please input the new information for me. Huh? You don't know when to quit, do ya? I can't quit, not until I can declare that I found the truth. And delaying for the additional confirmation, you have my thanks. Tch, there you go again. Well, see if I care.
Okay, I'm updating the recreation now. Weil eigentlich ist sie im Haunted House, jetzt muss ich sie mit der Spooky Voice sprechen. Keine Sorge, mach ich nicht. Hilfe. Cursed.
Oh mein Gott.
That looks really weird. Look at how it changed from the blue badger into the proto badger all of a sudden.
If he slumped over Badger was just a doll, where was my attacker hiding?
That's what we're going to find out, right? So come on, Miss Edgeworth, let's go!
Yes, let's. This recreation can't be right, which means there must be contradictions somewhere.
Oh, das ist dieser geile Typ da.
The mirror.
When you take a look around, it almost feels more like a house of mirrors.
Indeed. Who has ever heard of this many mirrors inside of a haunted house before?
Sind die auch vor dem Main Gate?
Yeah.
Well, at least now, we know now this is a real crime scene thanks to these mirror shots.
Oh, wir haben Logic bekommen.
Hey, wait, these shards, there's something different about them.
Oh?
The ones we found earlier are thicker than the shards from these mirrors on the wall. And look, there's some sort of design on the back too.
The pieces from that costume are certainly different from the other mirrors. What does that mean? Could it be that our pieces are not pieces of these mirrors? Huh. Von was dann? Vom Fenster? Yeah.
Cursed. Ich nach einer Freitagnacht.
Schauen wir uns doch mal den guten Jungen hier an. This blue badger is just a doll for use in this haunted house.
I bet the one who killed this blue badger was the bad badger, right?
According to the Blue Badger Bible, it says that they are each other's worst enemy.
All because one's an ally of justice and the other's a vile criminal with a gun?
Perhaps they were just destined to battle each other. Much like the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. Danke sehr. Naja, aber es heißt doch, es ist der Disappearing Blue Badger, oder?
Ja.
Das heißt, er muss doch irgendwie von diesem Platz hier wegkommen.
Ja.
Du kannst gerne probieren.
Wait. Nee. Ich hab gar nicht jetzt gesehen. Oh mein Gott.
Oh mein fucking Gott. Ich bin so done. Let me get back to my stage persona.
Es gibt vor allem nur einen Badger.
So Leute, wir haben was ganz Offensichtliches rausgefunden, und zwar mussten wir natürlich nicht cutten, weil wir es nicht sofort rausgefunden haben. Wir haben es nämlich sofort rausgefunden, und zwar, hold on a second here, there's something wrong with this blue badger.
Huh? Like what?
The way the belt is on him is opposite of how it should be. Did you make a mistake?
Wussten wir. That can't be, I inputted the image data exactly as it is in a pamphlet.
So why is the blue badger dressed up in reverse? Offensichtlich, weil es ein Spiegel ist. Das ist der Trick hinter dem Disappearing Blue Badger.
Sofort erkannt. Hatten wir sofort. Das war auch der Grund,
Ich hab's
warum wir es seduced haben.
komplett. Ich schneide es jetzt rein, wie ich es gesagt habe. Ah ne, vielleicht doch nicht.
Einfach so in
Im Nachhinein
so
aufnehmen.
Genau so. Warum war ich den Reverse?
Na gut, das mit dem Spiel habe ich echt gesagt, aber...
Ja.
Okay. Kay, do you remember what you said earlier?
What I said earlier about what?
About how this building might as well have been a house of mirrors.
A house of mirror. Oh, that would explain the reversed or mirror image.
Yes, this blue badger might be nothing more than the reflected image of a real one.
Then was the blue badger you saw just a reflection?
When I looked down this hall, I thought it was perfectly straight, but in fact, it is gay.
Oh, then it would actually form an L shape, right?
Precisely. That's what I meant. I was deceived. The hallway was almost pitch black, and there were a beam in the way that obstructed my view of the other hallway.
Wait, but why build this place like that? It sounds pretty pointless to me.
Okay, this house is just another attraction at the amusement park. They created a mirror wall for a very specific purpose, what I can point out to you. This was the reason they built a mirror wall, der disappearing badger.
Jetzt falsche sterben einfach.
Unser erstes Game Over wäre das. Okay. As it's written in the pamphlet, the main draw of this attraction is the mystery of the disappearing badger.
You mean they built a mirror for that trick alone? But you said you saw the badger, so it was definitely still there.
That was true at the time, however. Doing this allows someone to make the blue badger disappear in a flash. Move the mirror wall!
Ja. Würde ich auch sagen?
To remove a reflected image, simply move the mirror.
Ja.
First, the mirror was constructed so that it could be moved. Then beyond where
Das
the mirror
erklärt
was,
die Wand.
an empty hallway had to be recreated.
Okay, so when they wanted people to see the blue badger, they would open the mirror.
And when they wanted to hide it, they simply had to close it again. This explains why the other side of these fragments have a design on them.
Ah, and if the pattern is the same as the other walls in this hallway?
Then that's exactly what we said earlier. The mirror is closed, it would blend in with the rest of the walls. Okay, das haben wir vorhin gesagt. This is the mirror trick that this haunted house employs. And this also proves the existence of a hiding place for the culprit.
Huh? How so?
Are you fucking stupid? Think about it, okay? There was a place that was outside of my field of vision. The culprit kept out of sight by hiding here. Take that! There was a very large blind spot, one I could not see beyond, and it was here. If my assailant hid on the other side of the movable mirror,
Then you wouldn't be able to see him. He didn't even need to do anything to the blue badger at all.
exactly, all he had to do was wait for me on the other side of the mirror.
Wait, hold on. I just thought of something.
Yes.
Well, shouldn't the mirror wall be broken right now in reality?
Since we have a few shots of it, we can perfectly assume that it is. Yes, it most definitely is broken. The question is, when was it broken? Since we found these inside the victim's costume, that would mean that the victim was there when the mirror was broken. Wait, that sound. Leave the money and go now.
Now.
I didn't remember this at all. That sound I heard was most definitely the sound of a mirror breaking. Kay,
Stone
I'd
Cold
like you to
Steve
input some
Austin.
new information.
Ah, don't scare me like that.
Sorry, but I need you to recreate something for me.
Sure, whatever you need. So, what do you need, anyway?
If you could first recreate this hallway just before I entered the dining room.
You got it! Beep, boop, 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 boop. What? No.
Now this. I believe this is how it was right before I entered the dining room. Although at the time I thought it was but a single straight hallway. And then I went inside. It was around then that I heard the sound of a mirror shattering.
You heard what? Then?
Yes, I believe it was then that the mirror was broken.
Okay, so then when you stepped outside into the hallway again?
The mirror wall should no longer exist. Kay, please recreate that.
Got it! Alter, aber muss die extra die Animation immer abgespielt werden?
Was ist das hier? Zero Escape?
Wait, but with the mirror gone, the culprit lost its hiding spot. So where did he go in his proto badger suit mustache with?
Ha! That's easy enough. With the mirror gone, he had simply hid himself in the branch hallway.
I think this about wraps it up. Looks like we've finally solved everything!
No, not yet. Oh no, an even larger contradiction is now reared its head. Perhaps you did not notice that this recreation contains a very troubling inconsistency. Die Mirror Shards. Was?
Da, oder? An der Stelle.
Okay, take a good look at the end of the hall.
Oh, there's no blue badger there!
Exactly, the blue badger that I saw in reality is not here. This is the final point on this long chain of logic, the last remaining contradiction. Oh, ist komplett aus.
So let me get this straight. You are not. When you came out of the dining room,
When you came out.
you saw a badger, right?
And that is precisely where the final contradiction lies. Something that shouldn't exist was there before me. Who, or what do you suppose it was? Mr. Deacon?
I
Der
will.
ist- Oder?
Ja.
Haben wir den Bad Badger als...
Ja, im Kopf, ne? Ja. Die Musik ist so epig dafür, dass wir einfach
Ja,
nur
irgendwie
Scheiße
dafür, dass wir
sind.
ein bisschen strugglen. Ja,
Speedrun.
Victim's costume! The badge I saw was in actuality the dead victim's body! Oh mein Gott. Ugh.
Dun, 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 dun.
What? Agent Lang, the entirety of my complete logic is my final, decisive piece of evidence. The murder happened in the hallway of the haunted house at the time of the drop-off, and you can consider the moment I heard the mirror breaking to be the real time of death for Mr. Deacon. No! Maybe it was due to the fighting, or perhaps it was the life-shattering bullet, but no matter what the cause was, the hallway mirror wall was broken. Not so fast! Ha! You were in the house at the time, right? Are you telling me that you missed the sound of a gunshot? Objection! There were a variety of sound effects playing at the time. All for fear tricks, I assume. The gunshot must have landed right in. Ayah! Now then, I'd like you to recall something for me. Who was it that was with the victim at the haunted house? Ugh. Who was the one who had the opportunity to rob the victim of his gun and use it on him? Ugh. It was you, Lance Amano!
Oh.
I am the fucking strong. Oh, I'm fucking crying. I'm sorry.
Finally.
Wow, das war ein Wild Ride am Ende. It's not like I had a choice. Oliver turned on me all of a sudden. He snapped and turned violent right after I hung up with you. He shoved me to the ground and straddled me. I fought back as hard as I could, grabbed his gun and I shot him. The bullet must have went through his body and shattered the mirror. If I hadn't taken his gun and shot him first, I would have been the one you found. He's a hardened criminal. He escaped from jail.
See, it justified self-defense. My boy was only trying to protect himself.
That remains to be seen, and will have to be resolved in court. Agent Lang, I leave the rest to you. Heh! As if you were the one in charge around here. Guys, arrest these two and get them out of my sight.
Wait, I had nothing to do with the murder. The only person you should be arresting is Lance.
Dad! Sorry, but you're not slipping away that easily, Mr. Ernest Amano. You tampered with the evidence so that you could cover for your son. What a great dad you are, willing to risk it all. Truly touching my penis. By the way, do you know why I'm really here?
And how could I possibly know the answer to such an asinine and question?
You wound me. I came all this way from across the sea just to see you, you know?
You came to see me?
What's that supposed to mean? Are they gay lovers or something? I have a few things to ask you, Mr. Mano, about a case from 10 years ago. A case from 10 years ago? Oh, what's the name that you use here for that case? Sheena!
It's known as the KG8 incident. KG8 incident. Oh!
The KG8 incident? Oh, so you remember it? Good, when you recall that the trigger in that case was the Amano Group scandal. Specifically, the charge of an internal smuggling ring. Smuggling? Where's that word again? At the time, the person that was arrested as the ringleader was Mr. Amano's very own secretary, Mr. Colin Deveray. Ah, father! Even though you pushed the crime onto your then secretary, Mr. Deveray, I always suspected that you were involved with the smuggling ring, Mr. Amano. Mr. Deveray was arrested in place of you, which is why when he broke out, you hid him from the police, right? You hid him in exchange for his silence on your little dirty secret.
No. Please come down. I honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
Heh, pretend to be ignorant all you want. We're taking you down to the precinct anyway, for a nice long chat.
Allah.
What the? Who the heck was that?
Oh nee.
Warum ist er frei?
Gute Frage.
I'll take him down to the precinct if you want. And who the heck are you? I'm Jack Portsman, and I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case.
Oh, Jack, thank goodness you're here.
Don't jerk me around. This is an
And we
Interpol
jerk
case,
it out.
so you keep your paws off my suspect. Sorry, but I can't comply. I've got the backing of the prosecutor's office. See, in this country, we prosecutors work with the police to bring cases to the court. So if you could please cooperate with me here, that'd be great. Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal? Sorry, but I hate prosecutors. The whole lot of you. Das war in der Vergangenheit, ne? Guys, arrest these two suspects. Ja, ich glaube im ersten Case war it happened 2 months ago oder sowas.
Oh.
Sir. Ich bin mir nicht mehr sicher, wo. Oh, I almost forgot. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, is it? I'd like to thank you. Thank me? Yeah, for working so hard to fulfill my goal. Huh.
Hey, is that any way to thank someone? And what the heck is that supposed to mean?
You were so relentless with Lance that you forced Ernest to tamper with the evidence. Thanks to that, I finally had a legitimate reason to arrest him. So how does it feel to bite the hand that feeds you? The hand that feeds me? I'm not sure I follow. Heh! It's no use pretending with me. You're the one, right? You're the corrupt prosecutor that's working for Mr. Amano at the smuggling ring, right? No, I will never do such a thing.
Yes.
Maybe it's Jack Sportsman right next to you? Heh, what the heck? Our intel's never wrong. In your prosecutor's office, there's definitely someone working with the ring. So Agent Lang suspected my relation to Mr. Amano. That must be the real reason behind his antagonistic attitude. No, I'm just kind of a jerk. What? On top of that, your mentor was Manfred from Karma, right? Huh. There were non-stop rumors flying around about forged evidence with that guy. You're not trusting the truth behind these closed courtrooms doors, too, are you? The courtroom is a place where the truth is revealed. Well, don't worry. It's not only you. The whole lot of you can't be trusted. A prosecutor who never lost in 30 years. Every defendant must be found guilty. Fueled by those ideas, is it any wonder that courts produce nothing but falsities and lies? It would seem but his disdain extends beyond just me. Prosecutors, the courts, why is this man so angry with us all? Rest
Breaking
assured.
news! Man is angry. All
Yelling
the
at
time.
Cloud. Rest assured, the next time we meet, I won't be so forgiving. So don't you forget it. Please wait. Agent Sheena. Why does Agent Lang hate all prosecutors so?
He was in love with one once. Lang is the head of the long-honored house of Long and Sang-Fa. The heads of all police-related divisions in that country were of Long blood.
Were? What do you mean by that? Aren't they still?
They were revered, but that was long ago. They don't hold that sort of sway anymore. And it was all because of the courts.
How can that be?
A prosecutor once withheld and tampered with the evidence one of the Lang detectives found. That evidence's purity was tarnished and cost the Lang family its honor and trust.
But not all prosecutors are like that.
Even so, Lang will never respect the court again, or any prosecutor.
So Agent Lang is a man who hates all courts and is unwilling to forgive prosecutors. Man, what a piece of work that guy is!
Alright!
Come on!
Love track!
Come on, Jim! We'd better catch up. Yeah. We still got to deliver that thing to the old man, after all. The thing, old man? Detective Gumshoe, I believe it's time we wrapped up and headed home ourselves.
Yeah, you going home too, Mr. Ashworth?
No, I'm doing another case. I've done nothing but be entangled in one mess after another since my return. If it's alright with you, can you drop me off at my office?
No problem, sir.
Excuse me.
Can be your girlfriend? Yes, what is it?
Thank you very much.
Oh, it's okay. No need to thank me, pal. Just a good job as a detective.
I guess I was fooled pretty badly by Lance. Oh, cruel fate! What's a woman to do when she's been hurt by the one she loves? And to think I've never realized my father was right there. I never said anything to him. I knew it. I'm a failure.
Ah, there she goes again, talking to herself.
Miss Pops, I wonder if you know why your father participated in the kidnapping.
No, I have no idea.
Your father died while he was trying to stop Lance, which means that from the beginning he had no interest in the staged self-abduction.
Wait, then where did he...
I believe it was because of your presence, Miss Pops.
Me?
Lance realized that the two of you were related, which is why he used you as a hostage to coerce Mr. Devereaux into cooperating.
Father!
As a felon, he could not tell you of his real relation to you. However, as the Amano family butler at the very least, he was able to watch over you. It was all he could do, but that was the shape of his overflowing love for you. Go on, speak your mind.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Although, there's no need to thank me.
Just give me the $1 million back.
No, Lawrence, stop. I mean, this man's so much older than you.
I'm like 23.
Looks like you've completely stolen her away, Mr. Ashworth. Way to go, sir! Your technique is way beyond the level of a great thief.
What are you going on about now?
Wow, your deducing skills may be sound, but you have no street smarts. That's Mr. Ashworth. That's Mr. Ashworth for you. Yeah, I mean, he still hasn't figured out who I am at all.
Huh? What?
If you haven't remembered in all this time, I guess I'm just going to have to say it. This isn't the first time we've met, you know? Mr. Nerd? What do you mean, pal? Mr. Ashworth, how do you know this girl? I'm his daughter. Looks like you totally forgot me too, Gummy. Gummy?
What the fuck is going on?
Here, maybe this will jog your memories. I promise I'd return this to you one day, remember, Skeptic Phil?
That's not canon. That single piece of cloth took me back far into my past. To that fateful day 7 years ago, when I first met the then child Kay. And Detective Gumshoe. Oh.
Hilfe? Also, wir konnten die gar nicht kennen?
The End! Okay, wir kriegen einen Flashback-Case beim nächsten Mal.
Cool.
Und zwar Turnabout Reminiscence. Vielen Dank fürs Zusehen bei dieser wahrscheinlich XXL-Folge. Es tut mir sehr leid.
Wir haben gesagt, letzte Folge.
Wir haben die letzte Folge angekündigt. Ja, das war sie und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal wieder, wenn es heißt Ace Attorney Investigations. Ciao, bis zum nächsten Mal.
Ciao.